The meeting back in session, back to order, and we will have our invocation by Mr. Abernathy.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for the day and offer you our praise and thanksgiving. Bless our recent graduates and bless all of our students. Have our graduates look to you for guidance and direction. Have them challenge themselves with a quiet confidence. We thank our teachers. We thank our staff. We ask that you direct this board and guide it. May your mercy be upon us as we put our hope in you. And we offer this prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay. Mr. McGinnis, at this time, I'm asking you to...
Okay. We're not going to have an ROTC color guard provided during the summer, but I have asked Mr. Morris to kindly lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So everybody please stand.
Dr. Gritt, at this time, item number 6 on the agenda, superintendent remarks. So I'll turn it over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Frank, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen that are here with us tonight. We appreciate everybody being here. Good evening. And as we wind down the 2025-2026 school year, I'd like to take a moment of privilege to reflect on the many accomplishments of this past year. We began the school year with a team of hometown heroes, with Emergency Services Director William Keller serving as the keynote speaker for our annual convocation. Director Keller spoke about the impact McDowell County Schools had on his life and career, recognizing the staff members who influenced and inspired him along the way. He also spoke about the community's resilience and determination as we continued recovering from Hurricane Helene. His message centered around the phrase, "One team, one mission," which became a powerful reminder of what keeps our community united during times of challenges and need. From the opening day of school to the closing bell and graduation last Friday night, we've remained intentionally focused on the individual student. Across the district, our leaders carefully studied every element of their school report card while keeping students at the center of the work. By examining student growth data, monitoring individual milestones, and focusing on the details that drive achievement, our school district increased overall performances across all tested areas. In several cases, our schools performed well above expectations. We anticipate these efforts will lead to strong school report card results this fall, along with what we expect to be one of the highest graduation rates in the district's history. In addition to student success, our teachers and staff earned recognition at both the state and national levels, while our district secured numerous grants and additional funding opportunities to support our schools. This year, we were also fortunate to secure $42 million for a new elementary school, along with an additional state and federal funding to support several projects, including the ongoing work at West Middle School, which we'll hear more tonight about. Director Keller, challenged us at the beginning of the year to work as one team with one mission, and I believe our staff has truly lived out that motto. Our teachers, administrators, support staff, and employees across the district are truly hometown heroes who work each day tirelessly to make a difference in the lives of our students. It is both an honor and a privilege to lead this school district, and that would not be possible without the outstanding leadership team here tonight and dedicated staff members who serve our children every single day. Board members, thank you for your continued support and leadership in making 2025-2026 school year a successful one. The progress we've made this year is a result of people coming together with a shared purpose and a commitment to our students. As we look ahead to the 2026-2027 school year, we will continue moving forward as one team with one mission, doing what is best for the children of McDowell County Schools. Thank you, and Chairman, that concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead with item number 7, which is Everyday Hero videos.
Okay, Mr. Berryhill, we have an Everyday Heroes video here. This is something that we did last year, and we've asked folks to at each school, and if you'll give us a few moments, we'll get it geared up. But this is about a 14-minute video, I think, Mr. Berryhill, somewhere in that neighborhood, and it just highlights those special people who are going over and above at the schools. It could be a community person, it could be a school member, but each of our principals put together a video, and we wanted to give those folks who are going the extra mile for our school just a little love tonight. Thank you.
Hey, this is Mr. Spivey, principal at West McDowell Middle School, honoring Hope Hudgens, our Everyday Hero Award for West McDowell, for her work with Special Olympics as the host for this year's games and for the Polar Plunge, where she raised money to support Special Olympics. Congratulations.
Miss Hope is the heart and soul of our self-contained EC class at West. She is by title an instructional assistant, but the reality is she's so much more than that. She is the McDowell County Special Olympics Coordinator. She's the mom of the class for both the students and the adults. And she is a teacher who has taught me so much. She's invaluable to our kids and to our community, and I'm glad to see her getting some of the recognition that she deserves.
Mr. Bartlett, how are you, sir? Good. So every year, each school in the district gives out an unsung hero award. And basically what that award is we want to take a moment and thank folks that don't necessarily work in the school system or work in school, but perhaps you're on the periphery that do volunteer work or in some other ways help us in multiple domains just to kind of help grow our kids and enhance our community presence. And you've been identified as one of those folks. And I just wanted to take a minute. I've got just a little bit of a statement here. I didn't want to miss anything. I normally try not to read from things, but you do so much. I didn't want to miss anything. But for a while now, we kind of feel like you've gone above and beyond to help West Marine Elementary, not just the school, but the students and staff. We know that you take off every Thursday from work to help with manna distribution. We know that. Which is a nonprofit organization based out of Asheville that provides low-cost items such as food, classroom snacks, and personal care items, among other things, for our students. We also know that you were Santa this year for our Pancakes with Santa event, which I personally appreciate because that spared me from having to be Santa. And you also do hay rides for our students at some of our events. And long story short, you go above and beyond for our kids on a daily basis. And this is a very small thank you. It's a certificate, but I wanted to take a moment to thank you for your service, everything you do for our school and students, and I hope that you just accept this gift as a heartfelt thank you, not just for me, but for all the students and staff at West Marion. And thank you for everything that you've done for us this year, and really in previous years, as I understand. This has been something you've done for a while. So
Appreciate it.
yes,
Enjoy it.
yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to Miss Mitzi Ray. You are Pleasant Gardens Elementary School's Everyday Hero Award recipient for the 2025-2026 school year. Miss Mitzi is truly deserving of the Everyday Hero Award for her unwavering dedication to supporting students and staff each day. She consistently goes above and beyond to provide behavior support, encouragement, and guidance, always on the move to meet the needs of others. Whether responding to a student in need, assisting a teacher, or stepping in to de-escalate a situation, Ms. Mitzi is always ready to help and save the day, one step at a time. Her compassion, quick response, and commitment to student success makes a lasting impact on our school community.
Oh, how sweet!
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. Thank you. Are they
Last
creeping
week.
me? Is that them?
Thank you.
At Glenwood, we want to recognize Erica Wheeler as our everyday hero for the 25-26 school year. Miss Erica truly is our everyday hero at Glenwood. She does so many things daily behind the scenes to ensure that our school runs smoothly without a hitch. Miss Erica knows every student by name and knows their families by name as well. She is the first smiling face visitors see when they walk into our school, and they are always greeted with a warm welcome. Miss Erica is responsible for so many tasks that many take for granted, such as daily attendance, securing subs for teachers, covering classes, making schedules, the yearbook, and so much more. She also runs our social media pages and sends in weekly updates to the district for social media. All these tasks require much time and effort, but Miss Erica does them seamlessly and without wavering. Although she takes her job seriously, she has fun while working. No unattended cell phone is safe around her, and she is famous for her performance of The Worm. Miss Erica Wheeler, your dedication and hard work inspire us all and have a lasting impact on our students, staff, and community. You are truly the backbone of our school and our everyday hero.
Welcome to this wonderful gift. We want to say thank you for your dedication, your commitment to our students here at North Cove and to the North Cove community. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. You're our hero.
Stephanie, I want to thank you for everything you do. You are the glue that holds this school together, but I really think I'm going to give other people an opportunity to tell how thankful they are for you.
Hey Steph, so I'll never forget that one time when those freshmen were getting attacked by 6 geese and you fought them all off to save them. And it was this parking lot.
I am so grateful that you saved me from that burning building so I can pass this history class.
Miss Steffler, I just want to thank you for saving my hair after I got stuck in the beehive.
Stephanie, thank you so much for rappelling down those stair steps to deliver the credit checks to the students. It was incredible, and actually, I think it was this stairwell, wasn't it?
Okay, Stephanie, maybe all those stories were not completely true, but what is true is you have the heart of a Titan, and we are so thankful for you each and every day.
Hello, my name is Billy Klein, and I'm the principal of McDowell Academy for Innovation. Today I have with me Nurse Beth Gillen, and this year MAI wants to recognize Nurse Beth as our everyday hero. So this year, not only has Nurse Beth worked with the MEC and MAI students, and she has been very good to meet the needs that we have in-house, but she has also dedicated her services to help new nurses throughout the district. We've had several nurses who have retired, so Nurse Beth has been filling in at other schools, helping onboard those new nurses. So we want to tell Beth we appreciate her, and we want to award her with this certificate as our everyday hero. Congratulations, Beth.
Thank you. Oh, hey, Maddie. Congratulations! What is this? This award. Oh, what kind? Everyday hero? Yes! That's amazing. Aw. Yes! I'm so happy. Thank you. Everybody. Whoa. Halfway there. Whoa. Miss Jane.
Miss Kendra Kugel, you are selected as our everyday hero for Nebo Elementary. You have dedicated many years of service to McDowell County Schools. As a dedicated speech pathologist, you have impacted countless students by helping them find their voice and strengthening it. Through your work, you have given so many the power of spoken language, patiently guiding them to master articulation and communication skills. You have supported students with communication devices, ensuring every child has a way to be heard and understood. Ms. Kugel, Your unwavering dedication to your students is truly unmatched, and we are so blessed to have you at Nebo.
It is my honor to recognize Mrs. Andrea Darcy as Marion Elementary's Everyday Hero. Mrs. Darcy is a phenomenal volunteer in our 4th and 5th grade, dedicating her time multiple days each week to support our students in reading comprehension. She brings patience, kindness, and a unique ability to connect with students. Mrs. Darcy is not only a valuable memory of our 4th and 5th grade team, but also an active leader in our school community. She serves as our parent representative on both the school improvement team and the superintendent's parent advisory committee. No matter the need, she is always willing to step in and help. Ms. Darcy, we are incredibly grateful to your dedication and the difference you make every day.
Hello, I'm Melissa Elliott, principal of Eastville Global Magnet School. Our school is proud to recognize Smurfett West Rock as our everyday hero for the 25-26 school year. They were selected for their incredible support of our students, families, and school community over the years. Through their Christmas Assistance Program, they provided resources and support to families in need, making a meaningful difference during the holiday season. They also partnered with our school on the Trees to Cartons, Cartons to Trees program, where every student received a tree and a shovel to take home and plant. This experience promoted environmental awareness, responsibility, and community involvement. Congratulations, Smurfett West Rock, and thank you for making such a positive impact on our school community. You truly are an everyday hero.
Hello everyone, my name is Neil, and on behalf of McDowell Early College, I am honored to present this Everyday Hero Award to someone very special, my mom, Patricia LaFountain. This year, she has gone above and beyond to support our students, teachers, and school community in so many ways. As an FBLA mentor, she encouraged students to grow as future business leaders. Through Science Olympiad, she inspired creativity, teamwork, and discovery. And as a chaperone for our Washington, D.C. trip, she helped make an unforgettable experience possible for our 10th graders. What makes my mom truly special is she gives her time, energy, and heart simply because she cares about the students and wants them to succeed. Mom, thank you for always showing up, supporting our school, and making a difference every day. Congratulations on receiving the Everyday Hero Award. You deserve it.
Aw, thank you so much. This is really awesome. Thank you.
They say that leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Today I have the distinct honor of recognizing someone who embodies that sentiment every single hour of the day. Our Everyday Hero Award goes to our school counselor, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is the heartbeat of our school community. We've seen his range. On the stage, who could forget his performance in the variety show? Seeing him grab his guitar and sing wasn't just entertaining, it showed our students that it's okay to be vulnerable, to be creative, and to share your talents with the world. He also hosts the weightlifting club. For many of our students, especially those who need a safe harbor or a bit of extra discipline, that club is the highlight of their day. He isn't just teaching them how to lift weights, he's teaching them how to carry the weight of the world with strength and confidence. Beyond the clubs and the meetings, there is the man himself. Mr. Williams is, quite simply, one of the sweetest, most caring individuals I have ever had the privilege to work with. He listens with his whole heart. He advocates for the underdog student. He notices when someone is having a bad day before they even realize it themselves. Mr. Williams, you don't do these things for the accolades. You do them because it's who you are. Thank you for being my partner in leadership, a mentor to our kids, and the ultimate everyday hero for our school.
From the very first morning of the school year, the Old Fort Elementary PTO is there, welcoming our students with open arms and big smiles. They pour love into our staff during Teacher Appreciation and bring holiday magic to life with the annual Miracle on Monty event. But their support goes so much deeper. The PTO ensures every child has what they need to succeed: essential school supplies, clothes, and even brand new sneakers. They style our 5th graders at the boutique for their big dance and gift our hard-working teachers a much-deserved duty-free lunch. The Old Fort Elementary PTO is our hometown hero. Thank you for all you do.
What it is we have a everyday hero. We thought about all the things that you all do for us every day. We're so glad that we have y'all. And they told us to make sure that we pick out someone. And the first name they tell us today, I was like, wait a minute, they help us all the time. As much as all your stuff costs you, it's coming to us for free. And help us all the time. Your kid's great, so we just wanted to honor y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And they still.
Thank you. At this time, I'd invite to the podium Mr. Rick Long.
Good evening, and thank you for letting me be here. I'm Sergeant Major Rick Long, U.S. Army retired, and the Military Affairs Installation Coordinator for the North Carolina Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, and I bring greetings on behalf of Secretary Jocelyn Millett of our department. I'm here today to recognize an outstanding individual. A student goes to one of your schools, Genesis Hall. If you're not familiar with the Military Child of the Year program that Operation Homefront puts on, they do this every year, and they recognize individuals from each of the branches, which there can only be 6 of those who are actually named as finalists. In this year's competition, and they've done this for many years, there was 1,181 applicants to the program, and out of that, only 68 were semifinalists, and 7 of those came from North Carolina. And in our department, this is our 5th year doing it. We have started to recognize the semifinalists and done a recognition event that we did in Jacksonville on April the 17th. And Janice could not be there with us that day, so I came here personally to give her the recognition items that were presented and donated to all the semifinalists, because again, 1181, only 68 out of that. Having looked at some of your information on what you did, actually, they let us read specific accomplishments and stuff. The children in all the categories are amazing in what they did, and just to even make it to a semifinalist level, it's an outstanding person who has done a lot. And that's an individual on top of being a military brat. As a father of 4 military brats during my time in service as well, I know there's a lot of additional hardships that go with that, even more so when you're not in an active military community. My children lived in north of Wake Forest for the majority of their scholastic career, and they were not near Fort Bragg, where I was stationed most of the time. And that brings different perspectives. And so I definitely recognize she's a unique individual to get this, and I'm honored to be here to present her these. And while I'm not going to read every item because they are kind of lengthy, but she will receive a proclamation signed by Governor Josh Stein for the month of the military child, and we have one presented for each one of those. She will get a certificate of appreciation and achievement from Secretary Jocelyn Millett of our department, and a challenge coin from our department. Representative Greg Murphy from the Jacksonville area, he signed a document just congratulating all the semifinalists. The city of Jacksonville helped us put on this event at their facility this year, did a congratulation letter as well. And then the Carolina Panthers Community Outreach Program, their foundation, I have a personalized football with her name on it that they presented. And then the Carolina Hurricanes, from their Carolina Hurricanes Foundation, they donated autographed photos of hockey players this year as well, and I have one of those to present to her too. So Genesis, if I can ask you to come up, and I see Mom and Dad are recording. Y'all are more than welcome to come. We'll go up in the middle. If I don't know if somebody might be able to take that so we can still continue the video, so they can come up, because there's a bunch of swag that you can't hold by yourself that your family's going to help you with. more round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Long. At this time, I'll invite Ms. Michelle Baker to the podium.
Good evening. Ashley Bartlett didn't know I was going to call her on the spot as well, but world languages is one of the details that falls under my umbrella, but Ms. Bartlett has really helped bring this to fruition with her students at the early college. She's responsible for monitoring transcripts and making sure that this piece is checked off so that these students can achieve this award. And so tonight, we're going to be looking at the 25-26 McDowell County Schools North Carolina Seal of Biliteracy recipients. I think you have this in your packet as well, do you? Okay. So just so that everyone understands how you earned the North Carolina Seal of Biliteracy, this was adopted in January 20th, 2015, and it requires students to complete their 4 English language arts courses for graduation, but then they also have to complete 4 course sequences of the same world language study. They have to maintain a minimum of a combined unweighted 2.5 GPA, and this will earn them a global language endorsement on their high school diploma. So far for McDowell County Schools, since the State Board adopted this in 2015, we've had 6. We had 1 student earn this last year, and this year I'm excited to announce that we have 5 that are receiving this tonight. And when I call your name, if you'll come on up, Angela, Ariola, Sierra. And Ms. Bartlett has written a little blurb about each student, and so that's why I wanted her here to get this recognition as well. But Angela plans to attend the Lenore Ryan University as she begins her path toward becoming a physician assistant, sweet, thoughtful, and hardworking. She brings kindness and determination to everything she does. Her future is bright, and there is no doubt that she will make a positive impact on those around her. I'd also like to recognize Yasuri Ibarra. Yasuri plans to pursue a career as a medical researcher with Asheville Clinical Research after college at East Carolina University. Through her leadership and work with Centro Unido in Marion, she has demonstrated a strong commitment to helping others. Her passion for improving her community will undoubtedly guide her future success. Also earning this on their diploma and not with us this evening are Andreas Bustos, Hope Wakefield, and Sandra Magana Cortez. And on a personal note, I would like to add bragging rights. 4 of these students are connected to Eastfield Global Magnet School, and 3 of them I was their principal and in the Spanish immersion program. So I will claim those bragging rights, but congratulations.
All right, at this time, Ms. Daddle, we'll do our staff recognitions.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Frank, board, esteemed guests. Each month, we take the opportunity to recognize the outstanding individuals who go above and beyond in their roles to make a difference in our school community. Our certified and classified employees of the month exemplify dedication, professionalism, and a commitment to excellence. These honorees consistently demonstrate our core values, showing leadership, teamwork, and a genuine passion for supporting students, staff, and the overall mission of our district. Their hard work not only helps our schools run smoothly, but also creates a positive and inspiring environment for everyone around them. Today, we're proud to celebrate and extend our heartfelt congratulations to our Certified Employees of the Month and Classified Employee of the Month for their exceptional contributions and unwavering dedication. I would like to call up Ms. Crystal Hamby to recognize our Certified Employee of the Month. Ms. Hamby.
Good evening. It is my honor to recognize our Certified Employee of the Month, our Director of Exceptional Children, Dr. Jennifer Kroymans, a leader whose impact is evident in every corner of our district. When great leaders arrive, they don't simply maintain what exists. They envision what is possible. Over the past 2 years, she has done exactly that. She inherited a department that, like many across the state, was heavily focused on compliance. While compliance remains essential, she understood that our ultimate purpose is not paperwork, it's student achievement. She has successfully transformed the conversation from simply meeting requirements to ensuring exceptional outcomes for students. Under her leadership, the Exceptional Children's Department has become a model of excellence. She has tirelessly searched for every available resource, turning over every rock to find funding, opportunities, and to maximize students, to help support, to maximize support for students and teachers. Her commitment to stewardship has ensured that every possible dollar is working to create opportunities for the children we serve. But perhaps even more impressive than the resources she has secured are the systems and practices she has implemented. Through innovation, high expectation, and a relentless dedication, she has introduced programs and practices that has gained recognition across North Carolina. Other districts are listening and looking toward Dr. Kroymans. She has also established a parent advisory team, creating meaningful opportunities for collaboration and ensuring the parent's voice helps shape and strengthen our Exceptional Children's Program. Most importantly, she has changed the culture of her department. She's raised expectation, inspired confidence, developed leaders, and fostered a belief that excellence is not the exception, it's the standard. Because of her leadership, students are receiving stronger support, staff members are growing professionally, and the entire department has embraced a mindset of continuous improvement and achievement. Leadership is not measured by titles, it's measured by impact. And in just 2 remarkable years, her impact has been extraordinary. Tonight we celebrate you, Dr. Kroymans, as a visionary leader. It is measured by your impact. And tonight we appreciate all the advocacy for children, the championship for education, and someone who has made our district stronger in countless ways. Please join me in congratulating our Certified Employee of the Month, our Director of Exceptional Children's, Dr. Jennifer Kroymans.
Next, I'd like to please welcome Ms. Suzanne Rampey to recognize our Classified Employee of the Month. Ms. Rampey?
Good evening. I'm here tonight to honor Miss Melanie Dunham as the non-certified staff member of the month. Melanie has held a lot of positions in the school system. She's been an assistant, a bus driver, she's been in student services. She's done a little payroll, a little accounts payable. She's also done budgeting, Operation Backpack, and now she's assistant finance officer, which means she's just over everything. And so having all those positions and working really hard in every position has really helped us and helped her to know how to help staff when we have new staff. If I had $1 for every time that we said, let's ask Melanie, we would have balanced the budget. Because that is what everybody says in the office every time we have a question, because she has all the background and all the knowledge. So I appreciate that. She is such an asset that a lot of times she helps other LEAs. And sometimes they'll say, I wish I had a Melanie. And I say, well, you just can't have mine. Beyond finance, Melanie is a strong Christian woman who takes care of everyone around her. She juggles her responsibilities with grace, caring for her mother, her husband, her children, her grandchildren, the dogs, the cats, the chickens, all while supporting her church and her community in any way that she can. She's a strong advocate for an organizer of Operation Backpack that distributes approximately 1,000 backpacks each year to students. It never ceases to amaze me how much she accomplishes in a day. I often wonder and worry how I could do this job without her. Each time one of her children has a new grandchild, I can't help but worry, but so far she's hanging in here with me. Melanie has touched the lives of so many people, both within our system and beyond. Her contributions are invaluable, and while the title of Employee of the Month is well-deserved, it hardly does justice to her impact. Thank you, Melanie, for everything you do. Your dedication and heart make McDowell County Schools a better place.
All right, Ms. Rayfield, if you will come up, please. All right, folks, we have had the privilege of working with Ms. Lawing this year as our County Teacher of the Year. She has done a fantastic job giving eye-watering performances, not performances, really maybe they are performances, I don't know. But they're something. I don't know what you call them. But every time she speaks, there's not a dry eye in here. And one of the things that she and I went back and forth on, beyond her driving a bus, we had a conversation about that. And I said, I don't know if you can drive a bus anymore. And she told me she could, and she still does it, so we're glad of that. But I want to take a moment to share just a few things before we dive too deep into it. Ms. Lawing, my goal tonight is to once again bring tears to this room, and certainly yours. I think that what you have done by bringing your classroom into the boardroom is something I've never seen. I've never seen a teacher be able to come in and absolutely show the love in a way that you did. By coming up with the Starfish story, by sharing something about our staff every single month, it was incredible. You make it hard to follow, for our next Teacher of the Year. And you actually, for those of you who don't know, she even asked if she could do something tonight. And I said, no, tonight's ours. We want to make sure that we recognize you for the work that you have done. And in your fashion, we have a little surprise just for you. So I've asked Ms. Rayfield if she will come up, and we actually have a student who's going to be speaking tonight as well. And I still have your pen.
That's my pen.
This year, we have all looked forward to hearing Ms. Lawing recognize someone special each month. Each month, she chose to shine a light on others. The people who quietly make a difference, who care deeply, and who change lives one person at a time. Tonight is their turn to shine that light on her. As a principal, I have the privilege of seeing teachers at their very best. I can honestly say that Ms. Lawing is one of the most remarkable educators and people I have ever known. To begin with, she is an outstanding math teacher. She has a gift of teaching students in a way that allow everyone to be successful. She reaches students at every level and refuses to let them give up. What makes her truly exceptional goes far beyond that. Amber knows her students. She knows when they are struggling and when they are carrying burdens that others cannot see. She recognizes when they need someone in their corner. She often spends her planning periods tracking down students to tutor in math or just to simply check in on them when she knows they need it. She notices the student who needs extra support and the student who needs someone to celebrate a success. She makes every single student feel valued. Her students know she cares because she shows them every single day. Throughout this year, she has reminded us of the starfish story. Each month, she recognized someone whose actions made a difference in the life of another person. What she probably doesn't realize is that she has been living that story herself. Every day, she shows up for her kids. Every day, she changes the trajectory of a student's life through her kindness, her support, and her belief in them. She may never know the full impact she has had, but the students, families, and colleagues she has touched are better because of her. What I admire most about her is her humility. Even during a year in which she was recognized during Teacher of the Year, she continually chose to put others in the spotlight. She celebrated their accomplishments and their impact. That speaks volumes of her character. Tonight, the spotlight belongs to her. On behalf of our school, thank you for your compassion, encouragement, and the love you pour into your students. Thank you for believing them and helping them become the best versions of themselves. Most importantly, thank you for reminding all of us that making a difference in one person's life matters. You have made a difference in the lives of countless students and colleagues, and we are all better because of you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for everything you do. And now, if Angela Areola Sierra will come up.
I am probably going to tear up, but my name is Angela Areola. I am a student of Miss Lying, and today I wanted to give a little speech. Please don't look at me, Miss Lying, because I'm going to get a little nervous. But today I stand here with a full heart to talk about someone who shaped my life in many ways I never expected, Miss Lying. As my family leader at McDowell Early College, Miss Lying was so much more than just a teacher. She was a guiding light, a steady hand, and a second mom when I needed one most. Her belief in me made me believe in myself. Her kindness gave me courage to keep giving. Every time I struggled, she was there reminding me that I was capable, that I was strong, and that I mattered. I'm so, so grateful. Miss Lying always kept me on top of my game. She didn't just teach me, she made sure I was giving it my all. Checking in every step of the way. If something was off, if I was overwhelmed, she would pull me aside, check in, and make sure I was on track, no matter what. As a student, and I believe I can speak for many of us, she was always there for us. She had this incredible way of making us laugh, of lightening even the toughest days. And yes, even though sometimes she was hard-headed and very loud, and sometimes she would get onto us like her own mothers will. She loved us and cared for us and was always there for us. One of the memories I have most recently is from yearbook signing day. We were going around signing each other's yearbooks, and she pulled me aside. I could feel the tears welling up, and I didn't want her to see me cry, but she just looked at me and smiled. She had made me a handbook, a guide for becoming a PA, filled with questions and advice, and starting practicing in all the science classes I'll need. She has no idea how much that meant to me and how much that means to me. How she took time out of her day as a mother, as a teacher, as a friend, and as a wife to do that for me. I'm so, so grateful. Miss Lang, I hope you know how deeply you have touched my life. You are the light that shines so brightly in this community, on your students, on your friends, on your family. Every step I take toward my dreams, every ounce of strength I have, is because you never gave up on me. You gave me more than lessons. You gave me hope for a great future, and I will never forget, not just who I was before, but who I'm becoming because of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll never forget the stories we've always shared, those moments of laughter, of reflection, and of hope. Every conversation we had, every piece of advice, I hold it close. You made me believe in myself, and I will carry those stories with me forever. And as she always says, love you, mean it. Thank you.
All right, and if you've been paying attention to any of our presentations that Ms. Lawing has given, just when you think it's over, it's not. There's always something else. So, Mr. Frank, if you will, sir, please read the starfish story for tonight.
I'll tell you this has a very special meaning because of Ms. Lawing and the things she's done for the board. But the starfish story is as follows. One morning, a man was walking along a beach covered with thousands of starfish that had washed ashore during the night. Up ahead, someone was gently picking them up one by one and tossing each starfish back into the ocean. "Why are you spending so much energy on this?" the man asked. "There are too many of them to make a difference." "They'll die if they're left in the sun," the person replied without pausing. The man glanced up and down the endless shoreline. "But there are miles of beach and thousands of starfish. You can't possibly save them all. What a difference could you make?" Another starfish was lifted from the sand and sent back into the waves. Smiling, the person said, "I made a difference for that one." And Miss Lawing, you definitely made a difference.
Let's give her another round of applause. Miss Lawing, one of the things that we always do is we have a picture that you made us do, remember? So we'd like to have the board come up and Mr. Frank, if you want to, maybe Miss Lawing could open this bag here, and this is from the board, and I will let you know we've got a little something here from the staff as well. So if you can open that, and board, if you will come up and have your photo made, let's do one photo together tonight.
Okay, item number 10 on the agenda is request to address the board. And we do have a request from Dr. John Owens. Is he here? Yes, sir. Okay. Dr. Owens, of course, you know we have to go through some procedures, and we will, of course, do that tonight. First of all, I would like to entertain a motion to allow Dr. Owens to speak. So if I can have a motion on that, I'd appreciate it.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Abernathy and a second by Mr. Shuford. Is there any further discussion concerning the request to address the public tonight? With no further discussion, all those in favor signify by raising your right hand, which is unanimous 9 vote. And of course, Dr. Owens, I do have to go through this again, so you can come on up to the podium. We welcome you to this meeting of the McDowell County Board of Education. Pursuant to GS General Statute 115C 51 and Board Policy 2310, you're invited to address the board through public comment. Citizen comment is a time for you to address the board. It is not a time for debate or a direct question and answer period. Board members will not respond to you except to request clarifications of your points. However, incorrect or misleading information may be responded to at the direction of the board chairperson. Except as provided herein, you're allowed to address the board concerning any topic that is within the board's jurisdiction. Pursuant to confidentiality concerns and matters related to the due process, the board will not hear issues or concerns, either positive or negative, regarding specific employees or students. If you have a concern about an employee or student matter, please contact or see the superintendent after the meeting. Please be respectful when you address the board. Disruptions by any person or persons of a public meeting are unlawful and can result in removal from the meeting. You're allowed to speak for no more than 3 minutes and may only speak once during the public comment period. If you are speaking on behalf of a group, all group members must be identified on the sign-up sheet. Of course, you're not. So at this time, Dr. Owens, the opportunity for you to speak is there, sir.
I'm going to start a timer this time so I don't go over and take y'all's time. The last meeting had 4,700 clicks. That's the most ever that y'all have ever had. Maybe you should take a deep breath and figure out why those clicks are happening. Let's see tonight if we can actually get more than that, because I believe we will. Closed session meetings are approved only through Superintendent Grit. This has been gone over at least twice. And the email that I'm passing to you guys is from Dr. Grit, listing everybody who y'all have graciously given me 20 minutes. I'm understanding that I'm only supposed to have 15, but Dr. Grit seems fit that we're going to give every person on that list a chance to have this closed session private meeting, a chance to be there and listen, which is really troublesome. Many of these individuals on his list have had ample opportunity to meet with both me and members of the board. That opportunity has passed. They declined to meet with me, and I understand you have already had the opportunity to speak to them. Chairman Frank's email states that employees and administrators deserve the right to hear any accusations against them or others. However, if someone steals your money and you report it to the authorities do not invite the accused to sit in on the accusations. The people that are having accusations against them do not have the right to sit and listen. This is a closed session meeting between myself and the board. They do not allow the accused attorney to hear the complaint before it is investigated. That the confidential closed session meeting deserves the same level of due process. Receive the information, record it. I don't care, I've told y'all record it. And then talk amongst yourselves, then speak to Superintendent Grit, your attorney, anybody else you see fit, especially the taxpayer's attorney. Do what's right. Do it with honor and integrity. What's right is have a conversation, not some kind of easy way out that you entertain something. You should also take a long, hard look and think to yourselves, most of the people sitting in here, and thank a gentleman that's a really close friend to all of y'all for a favor on Friday night. He did this as a favor to y'all, and I did it as a favor to him. Because of that favor, a school principal took it upon himself or herself to publicly use my name during Friday night's graduation ceremony in front of students, parents, and other employees. That was unprofessional and could possibly create liability. School employees should be very careful. Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a great night.
Item number 11 on the agenda is unfinished business, and Dr. Gritt, according to this, Mr. Chad Marsh is up to speed.
Yes, sir.
That's your parting shot to lower it a little bit. Well played. Touche, touche. Chairman Frank, members of the board, Dr. Gritt, thank you for the opportunity to come tonight. This is, I hope, what will be going forward one of my favorite times of the year, and that is an opportunity to be able to recap all of some of the, just some of the amazing things that are happening within the directorates that you have placed under my charge. Before I do, I want to follow Dr. Gritt's shoes and take a moment of privilege. And two things. As a retired naval officer, I want to say, first of all, Master Sergeant, welcome. Thank you for making time to come up. Appreciate that. Young lady, congratulations. What an absolute honor it is to be able to witness that tonight. I'm sure your parents and some of what you know a little bit about, but what an incredible accomplishment. And just want to say how amazing it is to have you in McDowell County Schools to be able to represent us. So thank you for what you did to be able to earn that. So good luck to you going forward. Your parents, I know, are incredibly proud, as are we. Miss Long, one of the things, so I have 4 kids, right? 3 knucklehead boys. And so my view of, my view of my sons, it's changed over the years, but more particularly when my daughter was born. So I'm going to take a girl dad moment and say this to you. I watched that young lady who left with her parents. I don't blame her. I wouldn't stick around either. But I watched that young lady while her principal was talking, nod and shake her head and some of the things that Mr. Rayfield was saying. And then I watched her get up here. And one of the things that I hope doesn't get lost from your time here and what you've done, I hope you don't miss the fact that you have instilled confidence in that young lady. It's one thing to teach them, get them to pass a test, but the confidence that you've instilled in that young lady, there's no test, there's no measure, there's nothing that can prepare her for life any better than the confidence that you, ma'am, have given her. So kudos to you. And I told you I'd get you back. Mr. Chairman, I want to talk to you tonight, sir, about operations, auxiliary services, and athletics. In particular, I want to talk about Mr. Thomas, who, with his transportation staff and all the drivers, have diligently worked to safely transport our students again this year, sir. Our yellow buses travel every single day in McDowell County Schools. Over 3,400 miles, Mr. Chair. If you stop and you do a bunch of math, sir, over a course of about 170 days in a school year, you end up with almost 600,000 miles traveled. Sir, that's like going to the moon and back. That's what happens every year in McDowell County Schools. I'm very proud of their work. Additionally, they ordered and received, inspected, certified, and delivered 13 brand new school buses to our district, 1 new activity bus that the board purchased, and also added those to the fleet. As I was talking to Mr. Abernathy tonight about some of the camera systems, they're also installing 4 new camera systems over the summer to our buses, sir. Swing arm cameras, internal cameras that keep not only our children but our drivers safe. I'm very proud of the work in transportation. In technology, Mr. Barry Hill, who's here as he always is, and his staff have expertly closed more than 1,550 technology-related work orders this fiscal year alone, sir. These included work orders related to cybersecurity, law enforcement investigations, school safety, facility surveillance, remote monitoring, and countless issues related to the Class Dojo and Infinite Campus. Like any other multi-million-dollar organization in 2026, we rely on technology. And our technology department is second to none. In child nutrition, Mr. John Haynes and his staff, unsung heroes, as we mentioned tonight, hard at it every single day. They planned for, expertly prepared, and carefully served and cleaned up after over 940,000 meals this year at McDowell County School. When I asked Mr. Haynes for some information, the only thing that John could focus on was the nearly 50,000 meals that he was unable to serve due to inclement weather this year. That's all that director was worried about, was those babies went so many days without being able to eat because we were out of school for weather. That's the kind of directors you have in McDowell County Schools. Mr. Vaughn and his staff with maintenance continue to address the many work orders in Sherpa Desk for the period of August 25th of last year through May of 28th of this year. 2,374 work orders were open across your district. Since that time, Mr. Vaughn and his staff closed 2,481. Yes, that's correct. 100% of the work orders that were open and being closed, and an additional 107 work orders that were older than 12 months were closed. So I'm one of those folks who always scoffs when someone likes to talk about giving 110%. But this group's made me rethink my position because they gave about 105% this school year. Capital projects, HVAC project 225 and the piping project for insulation have been approved and are underway. They'll take place this year at Marion Elementary. The proposals for new units for the installation at Glenwood Cafeteria will happen this summer, as well as the piping insulation to replace that which is damaged at McDowell High School. The capital flooring project that the board saw fit to approve, I've approved the last of the LVT flooring for Pleasant Gardens in West Marion, which will give our district 3 full schools full of LVT. That'll reduce man hours, maintenance time, and materials that will not have to be expended during the summer to polish floors that do not need to be polished. Concrete project 1-26 is working through proposals now for McDowell High School and West McDowell Middle School. And again, so appreciative of the board's support for all these capital projects over this last year. We are making a difference. Garrett, can you bring up some of the pictures? McDowell High School, West McDowell Middle School, $4 million grant project. The board will remember this was $4 million that we received through state funding and requests that we created after Helene. This project's underway, within budget, and I'm maintaining 100% of the contingency dollars that were allocated. That's a big deal. This is some of the pictures that I asked Mr. Berryhill to take with his drone of the project along Highway 70, and you can see we're making a lot of headway. I want to announce, again, I've mentioned this once before, but I want to say to the public that there's a schematic of these drawings that was placed on McDowell County Schools webpage in April. We continue to get questions and welcome them all, but for information that you want about the project, the schematic can be found on the webpage, and about midway down the page, you'll see it up in there. Gary, on to the next. Our new school project is, again, as a reminder to the public, $42 million grant was received as part of the needs-based grant funding allocation from the state. The Executive Cabinet and our architect have met with key stakeholders and board members during a series of 3 meetings to discuss the proposed model and to gather recommendations. I'm happy to report that after Dr. Gritt's pushed quite a bit, City of Marion has approved the property at Highway 70 Ridge Road for rezoning. And the information gathered in these stakeholder meetings was compiled by our architect, and it's resulted in the creation of a schematic design that will be shared with the board, along with renderings of the proposed school at the regularly scheduled July meeting. So I know you're all excited to see those, and we'll be happy to get them. Thank you, Garrett. McDowell High School athletics. I want to just hit a little snapshot for everybody, but with our sports. Our football team this year, under a first-year head coach, had a 5-5 regular season record. Ended up 5-6 after losing to Greensboro Page, and in the first round of the state 7A playoffs, we had 7 all-conference players. Volleyball was 11-13, lost in the first round of the playoffs to Independence with 2 all-conference players. Cross country, we had 1 all-conference runner. Women's tennis, we had 1 all-conference player. Women's golf, we had a regional qualifier and 3 all-conference golfers. For the first time in many, many years, our men's soccer team, under the leadership of head coach Jared Angles, finished 8-3 and lost in the first round of the playoffs to Cox Mill. This is unprecedented because there was many years that team didn't even score goals. But this year they won 8 games. We had 5 all-conference selections. It's the best record that anybody can remember in quite some time. For winter sports, our wrestling, we had an overall record of 12-11 in our dual matches, 5 all-conference selections, 10 regional qualifiers, 1 regional champion, 5 state qualifiers that attended the 7A state championships. And while there, Eddie Cervantes finished 3rd in the heavyweight class. It's the highest finish ever by a heavyweight in McDowell High School. And Miss Addison Jones finished 4th at 152. She's only the 2nd female state finisher in our history. In swimming, we had 2 swimmers, regional qualifiers. 1 qualified for state, and we had 2 all-conference swimmers. Women's basketball, again, had a wonderful season under the leadership of Coach Zach MacArthur. Finished 22-6, a 91 conference record. Lost in the 3rd round to North Meck. The team was conference and tournament champions. We had 2 all-conference players. Miss Chloe Joyner was the conference co-player of the year. 3 all-district players, and Miss Clara MacArthur was selected to play in the East-West game. Our men's basketball was 12-14 and lost in the first round to Reagan, but we had an all-conference player and an honorable mention. And this year, my friend and our coach, Brian Franklin, retired after 30 years with an unbelievable record of 333 wins and 157 losses. It's a 68% winning percentage. Unprecedented. We hired Coach Turner Kincaid, brought him back home, very much looking to see Turner in the future. Our spring sports, baseball was 6-15 and lost in the first round of playoffs to Cox Mill, but we had an all-conference player and 2 honorable mentions. And Coach Alex Smith also retired after 30 years with a record of 234 wins and 216 losses. Again, above par, 52% winning percentage. In softball, first-year head coach Casey Garden finished 13-11. Went to the 2nd round of the playoffs where she lost against Mooresville. She had 5 all-conference players and 1 honorable mention. In men's tennis, we had an all-conference player. And in track, we had 2 all-conference athletes. This year, for the first time in the history of our county, the 7A regional golf tournament was hosted by the Marion Lake Club. We had 2 all-conference golfers and 2 young men qualified for state. In women's soccer, we had 2 all-conference players. Ladies and gentlemen, that makes 43 all-conference selections with an additional 4 who are honorable mention. 3 all-district selections, a regional champion. 2 individual wrestlers took the podiums down in Greensboro. 21 of our Titans were 3-sport athletes, and 3 of those folks were 4-sport athletes. Mr. Roby Franklin represented us in the Region 8 in the State Athletic Advisory Council. And our 2 scholar athletes of the year this year were Miss Cora Dowdle and Mr. Garrison Dietrich. The thing I think I am most proud of our young student athletes was a project of their own. McDowell High School student athletes hosted 160 elementary students from around your district at McDowell High for a sports day. This event was created by them for those kids, and it was run solely by them. And they, for a day, modeled what it is to be a Titan. Mr. Chairman, I'm going to say what you've said many times, sir. It's a great time to be in McDowell County Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my report. If you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I know they're not here, but I'd like to give the all the athletes a round of applause if we could for the recording, if that's all right. So
Sure.
Thank you, guys. Great year. And thank you, Chad, for what you've done.
Thank you, Mr. Marsh. Up next, we have Suzanne Rampy. She'll be giving us a finance update.
I will try to make this shorter than the previous presentation. We'll start right off with, one reason it's short is in your packet was the interim budget resolution. The reason we have to do that is because we do not have, the budget that you've heard that they have passed is for this current year. It is not for the year that starts July 1st, which seems crazy. And so I would say it's not common, but every year since I've been here in 20 years, we've always had to do an interim budget resolution. And what that means is until the state passes a formal budget for the year starting in July 1st, it allows us to do payroll and regular expenses until the regular budget is passed. And so once that's passed, we'll bring a budget resolution to you, and then we can, start submitting our regular budget. So that's what's in your packet for this month to be approved. Also, there's the year-end budget amendment authorization. We do that every year as well. There are budget amendments in your packet currently, but also if there are some at the end of the month amendments that we'll need to do by purpose and some different things that we'll need to do, and that gives us the authority to do that and then bring that back to you at the next called board meeting. And just stop me if you have any questions. Also, there's the audit contract is in your packet this month with the same firm, Boggs, Crump & Brown, and that will be effective and starting July 1st, and they will start their field work starting in a few weeks. And then you have your June budget amendment. So I did not do a slide with where we're at right now because we are starting year end, and it was really fitting to honor Melanie this month because June is the hardest month in finance for school finance. So I wanted to, so maybe she'd keep on keeping on with us for at least 30 more days or 7 years, whatever, whenever I'm going to retire. But anyway, I just wanted to go to our interim budget resolution. We're waiting for the state budget. Also, we'll have to get the finalized budget from the county as well as any changes from the state, and then we'll be making any adjustments there with what our final numbers are with staffing and then with our budget. So that's all that's in the packet. And that's all on the consent, so we don't have to have a motion tonight. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Rampy.
Okay. Under new business, we have a retirement resolution. This is something we do annually each year. And if you'll give me just a moment, I'll read this resolution to you. Board, we will call for action on this resolution. This is McDowell County Board of Education and McDowell County Schools Retirement Resolution. Whereas teaching and service to students are the highest calling, and whereas personnel who have served diligently have retired from the profession, now therefore be it resolved, the McDowell County Board of Education and McDowell County Schools, on behalf of students, parents, and colleagues, express gratitude and appreciation to the retired personnel listed below for their dedication and efforts exerted in the cause of public education. This the 8th day of June, 2026, and these are the following folks who are retiring from our system: Miss Sharon Allwood, Susan Bell, David Bradburn, Melissa Clark, Jill Crater, Tony Davis, Tammy Dayton, Brian Franklin, Brenda Holzenbach, Angela Huffman, Kim Jernigan, Kendra Kugel, Tina Loffridge, Michael Ledoux, Tammy Malone, Jerry McIntosh, Crystal Merritt, Diana McIntyre, Rhonda McFadden, Linda McKinney, Teresa Millwood, Steve Minish, Lisa Moore, Cheryl Mulvaney, Karen Parks, Scott Ramsey, Lizette Ruiz, Christy Shaw, Greta Smith, Joyce Smith, Marlene Smith, Tammy Spearman, Leslie Tudor, Jill Ward, Rhonda Watson, and Joyce Webb. Chairman, on behalf of McDowell County Schools, this is the resolution that I present to you tonight for a vote.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And all those are well deserved. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the retirement resolution presented by Dr. Gritt.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Barksdale. We have a second by Mr. Allison. Is there any further discussion on the retirement resolution presented by Dr. Grit? With no further discussion, all those in favor signify by raising your right hand, which is a unanimous vote. Thank you, sir.
All right, next up, we have Ms. Crystal Hamby. She'll be presenting on a contract for IXL.
Good evening. Looking forward to sharing this information with each of you tonight. The curriculum team and I are requesting approval to purchase and enter into a 3-year contract with IXL Learning for mathematics instruction and intervention for our district. IXL provides a comprehensive, standard-aligned mathematic platform that supports personalized learning, targeted interventions, progress monitoring, and data-driven instruction. The program aligns with the North Carolina Standard Course of Study and also our current Eureka Math adoption, and provides teachers and administrators with actionable data to address learning gaps. This contract that we would enter into would be for kindergarten through 8th grade. Upon your approval, this would be for 3 years for a total of $153,100. Our first year would be for $84,050, and then it goes down considerably from there, with year 2 being $34,525, and that same amount for year 3. The proposed contract offers a discount in pricing for a multi-year contract, and allows us to spread out our payments over 3 fiscal years. The funding source for this would be our textbook funds, and it's funny that we call them textbooks funds when the funds can only be used for online teacher resources. So tonight, I am requesting your approval to purchase and enter into a 3-year IXL math contract at the selected student enrollment level of 3,600 students to provide mathematic instruction resources, intervention support, and progress monitoring for the students and teachers throughout our district.
Board, on behalf of the curriculum committee, we had a great meeting with Ms. Hamby and the other administration, and they covered every little step, answered every question we had. So we appreciate you taking the time. Curriculum committee, thank you for being there and listening to that. It was a great meeting. It's the biggest committee I've ever been a part of that day. But with that being said, I move that the board approve the purchase of the IXL as presented, authorizing the district to enter into a 3-year contract in the amount not to exceed $153,100 to support K-8 mathematics instruction and assessment.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Suttles, who's the chairman of the Curriculum and Instruction Committee. We have a second by Mr. Shuford. Is there any discussion on this? I do have a question, Mr. Suttles.
Yep.
How many years have we had this program going?
Ms. Hamby's going to tell you, this is a brand new program that adds on to what we have had established already. And it's just another supplement to take us to the next step.
Okay.
That is correct. So what we realized is that our schools have currently purchased and been part of IXL in small doses. And so one thing that we truly believe in is that if we are going to do something, we need to be systemic and give all students an opportunity. So for our smaller schools, that's hard to do when we have folks that are able to purchase and some that are not. And so because our schools have identified that this is a need, that we do need some additional intervention and support, and also we need a universal screener for mathematics, we felt that this would be the best opportunity and purchase for us after consulting with our school administrators.
And Mr. Chairman, too, I brought this with me. It's a hard copy that kind of shows how they all tie together. And I did get clearance from the financial boss. I said, now, Ms. Rampy does have the monies for this. So, and I did say this, and Ms. Rampy we trust. But the money from the textbooks and everything else was covered. But here is a hard copy so everyone can see. I did bring it with me tonight.
Now, also, Mr. Frank, just to highlight for the board, one of the things at the state level that they're doing is that right now they're looking to potentially have a universal screener adopted for our math as a state that they're requiring us to do. So this gets us ahead of that. I do anticipate that IXL would be one of those companies that would be heavily involved, if not the one that's actually awarded the contract from the state. So potentially, it's one of those you don't know exactly, but potentially there's a possibility that the state would pick up some of this as well.
May I ask one question? Is there anything that the high school level, 9 through 12, that a program like this could benefit?
So they are components. I did not have them to quote us a price, but I definitely would not be opposed to looking into that.
Thank you.
Is there any further on discussion? Well, I thank you, Mr. Suttles. Anything to help our kids, I'm for it. Because, boy, I tell you, math was not my forte. Okay, with no further discussion, all those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Okay, which is unanimous. Okay, at this time, we're going to board reports. And Mr. Suttles, do you have any further for curriculum and instruction?
Like I said, that was the biggest curriculum meeting I've ever been a part of. Let me say this before we get started. I want to say a thank you at the end of the year to all the committees, buildings and grounds. I know you've had your hands completely full like we never had. That $200 we used to make a month, and now what is it, $400? It's barely paying the taxes, but thank you for all the time that you guys spend in policy. I mean, just every committee. We're working harder than I think we've ever worked on this board. I got in and was overwhelmed, and luckily I was overwhelmed then because I'd be majorly overwhelmed now. But thank you, committees, for all that you do, and to all the administration, too. This board and this administration is doing things that I never thought would be possible in McDowell County. You know, I'll be honest, in my opinion. So thank you for everything. Getting back on curriculum, we did have a great meeting. We were told that Miss Baker, is she still here? There she is. Magic Miss Baker, that's what I'm going to start calling her. We have been approved through Borough's Welcome Fund, again, $90,000. So we're going to have another $90,000 to continue that program. We are now, it was Eastfield, Marion, and Glenwood. We're now going to try to expand that to Nebo, East McDowell Middle, and North Cove. And so a great continuance of that program. We're already seeing great benefits. I think in our scores and everything else, it really shows. I don't want to steal thunder for later on, but I think our scores are going to show that. And I have a little thing here that I want to read from the curriculum committee, but McDowell County Schools will participate in North Carolina DPI's high-level practices professional development initiative during the 26-27 school year. This training will use a train-the-trainer model to build long-term instructional capacity within our district. Staff members will learn and share research-based teaching practices that support strong instruction for all students, especially students with disabilities. This approach helps ensure professional learning is sustainable, embedded into daily classroom instruction, and continues to positively impact teaching and learning across our schools. Ms. Kroyman's ducked out of here before I could give her some more praise, but other than blowing our ink printer up in the central office, I'm guessing the color's gone, all of these, but she did a great job, and man, what a great hire for you guys to do. So thanks, Ms. Kroymans, Ms. Baker, Ms. Hamby, Curriculum Committee, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Suttles. Mr. Barksdale, Buildings and Grounds, when's your next meeting?
We're going to be scheduling that shortly after speaking Mr. Marsh. Just want to thank Mr. Marsh. It has been very overwhelming sometimes, but with his knowledge and background and with the help of superintendent, it's made it a pleasure. One thing that I'd like to ask real quickly is referencing the project. Thank you for going over where that can be found, because the renderings, because several people have asked me about what will it look like, and I've tried to direct them, so hopefully that'll take care of that. The other thing is the pickleball courts. I've had individuals and groups contact me and ask if they would be a facility fee, if they could, I guess, rent those out for a tournament. And since that is a public access, I was not sure, and I was gonna ask y'all about that.
Yes, sir, Mr. Barstow. Mr. Marsh and I spoke about that earlier today. It would be just like any of our other facilities, that it could be used for something like that. And it's one of those that it could be potentially a really positive thing for the community as well, with a number of possible courts that could be used during that. If you guys will remember, we're also going to be working on the one at PG. So you'll have one there, and then the one there on Highway 70, as well as the ones that are in town. And Mr. Marsh, if my memory stands correct, I think the rec department has a couple too. So they very well could have something if someone so desired to do that. Of course, it would be they would have to present liability insurance just like they always do, and then there would be a small fee associated with that, but certainly something that could be an option for them. Obviously, there's not lights there. We talked about why we didn't have lights there. We want to be able to shut it down and not have to monitor it all nights and weekends, but it is definitely something that could be used, as well as, Mr. Barstow, it could be that you've got students that are playing games there in the afternoon, and you may have some of our kids that are out there, or we may even have some parents that are using that during practices and other times to be able for the community to be able to recreate there as well.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And one other thing, Ms. Baker, my daughter and I was talking about this, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but she, her second language when she went to college, they allowed her to use sign language as a second language. And that was something that we talked about this weekend, and I will tell you, her resume, when she puts that on there, everyone in this area talks to her about it, and she is, it's been a very big help to her. And I didn't know if y'all were pushing that now or not, but it's been a huge help for her getting positions. Thank you.
Mr. Shuford with Finance.
Nothing further. Jim.
When you looking at, when the final budget is approved statewide?
We'll talk again when we get that. But thank you, Ms. Rankford, for her update.
Ms. Helms, what about policy? Are y'all caught up now, or where you at?
Well, no, we've been waiting on our policy review from Kimball and Shatley. We have everything back with the exception of one policy, so have decided to go ahead and schedule a meeting and tackle those that we do have back. So that should be established this week.
Great. Is there any other representative or updates from the board that, Eddie, what about, or Mr. Shuford?
Yeah, I would like to apologize to Dr. Delaney. I didn't make our policy meeting today, but oh, it's tomorrow? Okay.
You still there?
I'm good then, I'm good. And I had a wonderful time out there. They had their end of the year celebration, and they fed me well, and had lots of fun watching everybody have a good time. Had an overcast day, it wasn't that hot, and they really enjoyed themselves.
And I'll say this, I appreciate the training session, the way it was presented, and it was quite simple to be, I mean, course material wasn't, but the way you navigated us through it, it was very good, and I appreciate that. Mr. Baker and Mr. McGinnis, what about NJROTC? I know it's summertime, and they haven't stopped. I know
they never do. Most of the summer is going to be their leadership academies and stuff like that, and they've got different varieties of it. Of course, they got Cambodia Shield coming up, and I'm wanting to think that's going to be later in July. Yeah, that's going to be it. They stay booked, they stay at it. It's getting the new class ready to go, new leaders, and more to come.
Well, Mr. Baker, have you already talked to Ms. Widman about chauffeuring us out there for Camp Bush this year? Or do you think she can handle it? Would you?
You should, all of you should.
all of you should go down to that camp if you get a chance. And Ms. Widman, she could just mark off days and take, different groups. And she'd be glad to. Yes, yes, behind you.
I asked Mr. Frank if I could have just a moment with the principals still remaining in the room. We recognize it's summer, and I want to take a moment just to thank you guys for the hard work that you guys did this year. I did talk about where we were with our scores. Obviously, nothing is final until the fall, but you guys did a really, really good job this year. We're proud of you. I know I see Miss Baker shaking her head, Miss Hamby. And really just want to brag on you for a few minutes. You guys, exceptional job. I really pushed this year, and we saw some tremendous growth from our students. And the one thing that I want to hang our hat on is you really took it to heart when we talked about getting at the granular level and really focusing on each individual student and their needs. And that was so evident when you walked in your schools, when we had our coaching sessions, when we had our meetings. You would talk about where each individual student was. We weren't just talking about grade level scores. We were talking about individual students and how they were doing in their schools. And for that, I thank you, and I think you have kind of cracked the code, if you will, to ways to continue to show that improvement. We're very excited about what's to come with the group that we've got. We have got a fantastic team, and I'm just super proud of you. Board, just take the opportunity to say thank you for allowing us to build this team. We've got a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Britt. We are extremely proud of each of you, and a whole lot less phone calls this year. But I want to say this. I so graciously committed Mr. Baker on a set of tires if we all passed our, came out of low performing every single school, and he's been sweating that. I want you all to know that. But we do appreciate every effort that has been made. It is so exciting. We're full of distractions right now. You can see it tonight in the board. But I'll say this. Every single one of you have done an outstanding job, and with what Mrs. Lawing has presented and all of you present every single month, I don't see why people in the community can't see the good things that we're doing and are concentrating on the sad things that we're maybe not at full staff with. But we're getting there. And the most important thing is I'm glad my granddaughter's going to be a member of the McDowell County School group. She's already going to pre-K or finished up pre-K, start kindergarten next year. And I'm going to tell you what, there's not a school system in North Carolina or a private school that I would be any more proud of her going to. And I know everybody in this room is proud of North Carolina Public Schools, but especially McDowell County Public Schools. And thank you so much for all you do. We have approval of the consent agenda now, and I'll entertain a motion to approve it, and be reminded that anybody that wants something pulled off and discussed separately, we can do that as a separate item.
Can I ask you something, Dr. Greer?
Yes.
Because I didn't see it and I didn't think about it until I just looked down. As far as the wrestling with the summer camp at ASU, we're covered there just because of the change?
We will get that covered. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Just
sir.
want to make sure. Thank you.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Mr. Suttles, and we have a second by Mr. Shuford to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion on approval of the consent agenda? No further discussion. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand, which is a unanimous vote. And item number 15 on the agenda is action on closed session items, and I'll entertain a motion to approve both certified and non-certified personnel considerations.
I'll make a motion to approve certified and non-certified personnel considerations.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Shuford and a second by Mr. Barksdale to approve the closed session items on personnel matters. Is there any further discussion from the board? Okay, all those in favor signify by raising your right hand, which is a unanimous vote. Under announcements, Board of Education regular session meeting Monday, July the 13th, 6 p.m. and closed session at 5 p.m. With that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Can I say something, Mr.
Oh, please.
Chairman, for this is more or less to try to help head off some stuff. A couple of you know this already, and I appreciate you keeping it quiet for the time being, but it's going to come out, I think, Wednesday on News 13 and Channel 7. I have accepted a position at Lees McRae College to start their baseball program as their head coach there. So pray for us. With that being said, even though a lot of you probably are happy that I won't be on the board later on, I do not have to start till 2028, and so we will still live here with hopes of moving to Banner Elk later on, but we do not start until 2028. So I'm not abandoning everybody and jumping ship, but money does pay extra bills, so I'll just leave it at that. So thank you guys for keeping it quiet and praying for me and our family in this time, and great job again. It's all about you guys. Without Mr. Washburn and those guys, I don't have opportunities like was presented to me by a couple colleges. And it's the teachers and the principals that make opportunities for young kids, especially those that grew up in cotton mill factory households with no chance to go to college. So thank you guys so much for doing that.
Well, thank you, and we wish you all the success in the world. I hope you remember a couple people on the board maybe for a few tickets or something when you're making the playoffs.
I'll trade for some tires maybe.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the excellent graduation ceremony.
Absolutely.
Very well run, and it was very impressive. Thank you.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker to adjourn, and we have a second by Mr. Allison.